inside of you.
Blessings to all of you beautiful beings. It's Elena and I'm enchanted to have you be here on my channel. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new, consider liking, subscribing, becoming part of my little YouTube family. And if you've been here before, hello and welcome back to each and every one of you amazing, magnificent, and beautiful souls right across the screen. Lots of love, lots of warm hugs, and hopefully you and yours are safe. Now, if you've been a long-term subscriber with my channel, or if you're just stopping by and checking out what's going on, I have been doing unboxings for a little bit over 2 years at this point. Tried different various unboxings, things like FabFitFun, Witch's Moon, Lunarly, Mindful Souls, all sorts of different types of boxes. And some I enjoyed more than others, some I kept longer than I did others. I have a ton of playlists in all of those subscription box genres, and here is what I've learned over my couple of years of unboxing these boxes. So I figured I would do a little pros and cons type of video in regards to what I think the pros are for getting Witchy subscription boxes, or really any kind of subscription boxes, and what the cons are in regards to getting these boxes, just to maybe help you make a little bit more of a decision if it's something that you're interested in doing, and just to kind of see what variances are possible in regards to the boxes. Now, these are just going to be pros and cons that I personally have felt towards various boxes. I'm not really going to single out any particular box. It's just going to be an overall general type of list and in no particular order. So starting off with the pros. They're fun. It's like a present from yourself to yourself, especially if you keep it as a mystery and as a surprise and that sort of thing. It's fun to receive a different box every month and kind of like unpackage it or unwrap it. It's like a little holiday every single time you receive the new box. Other pros is what I really enjoyed, one of my favorite things that I enjoyed in regards to these different boxes, is that you are able to get various different informations. You can learn new things, different practices. There's sometimes a lot of good information in regards to how different ethnicities, cultures, or like deities are worshipped, or some of their rituals or histories or things like that. And it's really, really fun because no longer how long you continue studying. I've been a practitioner for over 15 years at this point. There's always something new to learn. And what I really enjoy about getting different boxes is sometimes that they end up presenting you something, or you get something new a month and you get to learn something new, something that you didn't exactly look for specifically, or maybe something that you would have never thought to look into. Okay, so the next pro is some of these pagan-based boxes keep up with various seasons, maybe the moon cycle or different sabbats or esbats or that sort of thing. Pagan holidays, which is pretty much the same thing that I just said, or different things happening in nature. For example, Lunarly is based around the new moon cycle, Witch's Moon has a lot of information or different things that correspond with the pagan holidays, and so on and so forth. Now, the reason I find this as a pro is because it kind of keeps me up to date of what's happening in nature, because I don't always remember everything precisely, and I'm still in college, and sometimes I just forget that it's a full moon and I'm like, oops. And then try to, move on with my life and things like that. So I really enjoy how the boxes kind of correspond with different nature happenings and provides information and kind of goes along those lines. These boxes also provide really interesting and unique tools sometimes that you can work with or add to your altar or add to your witchy collection. A good portion of them are in regards to crystals and that sort of stuff, and you're able to, like Crystal Council is one of my favorite crystal subscription boxes. You get to learn about a new rock, a new crystal, a new mineral every month or things like that. A lot of them provide a lot of information, and you're always able to kind of do your own research and kind of go more in depth with it. And if you only get like 1 or 2 subscription boxes a month, you get time to kind of spend and work with that crystal over that span of the month and study it and learn its energies and be able to incorporate it into your practice. A lot of them provide various herbs or teas that could help in rituals or spell work or things like that. Incense for for meditation or cleansing and a lot of different things. I like subscription boxes that contain herbs and candles and that sort of thing because it's a very consumable thing in my practice. I like incorporating them in spells, in rituals, in different like spell satchels, however to say it. Candles, I very frequently use candles either for like meditation or against spell work or any other of those things. So I really enjoy getting continuous supplies of various herbs and candles since it's a constant consumable in my practice. And I also really enjoy building up my collection of witchy and pagan goodies, things like jewelry, things like crystals, and other different and various tools. And some of those times you can get a tool that's like very unique and part of a practice that you haven't explored yet. And it's something that you get to learn and something that you get to, I don't know, find out and use and have fun with. Another pro is, this is particularly if you live in a very conservative type of household or a household that's not super comfortable with you getting pagan goodies, is that a good portion of them come in like discreet packaging. And for instance, like the Witch's Moon boxes come inside like either a baggie or inside of a different box and that sort of thing, and it doesn't really say where it's from or where it's coming from. There's other subscription boxes that also come wrapped in just like a plastic, in like a shipment bag. It's not plastic, but it's like a, you know what I mean, with just a shipping label on top of it, and so you're able to kind of pick it up without anybody knowing that it's part of a pagan subscription box. Another good thing about some of the subscription boxes is that you get a really good price per value. Specifically different crystal subscription boxes. These crystals are pricey, especially nowadays when they're becoming really popular. If you get like for instance 1 or 2 or 3 crystals, regardless what size it are, it's gonna come out to be more expensive versus if you get it in like a pack of other things, so to speak. So it ends up distributing the cost and you usually get a higher value per the price. Not all subscription boxes, there have been a couple like iffy ones that I've went through, but overall you kind of get a good value for the price that you pay. Alright, so here, those were the pros of subscription boxes, and they're fun, they're exciting, you get to learn new things, you get all sorts of different tools, you get to replenish some of the consumables, that sort of stuff. Now there's definitely cons as well to these boxes. So starting off with the first con, connecting it with the last pro, is price per value. Some of these boxes don't really seem to be cost effective in regards to how much you're paying for it versus the value of the items that you receive inside. That's not usually the case, but there have been a couple boxes that I've unboxed, which it doesn't seem to be worth it, if that makes sense. Another part is that getting these monthly boxes or monthly subscriptions, it ends up adding up over time, and you'll be surprised how much over the span of a year things would cost versus if you were to just go out and buy your own tools at the time. So it definitely can add up in cost and might not exactly be budget friendly for you month to month, and you need to be like really cautious of like being able to cancel it on time, or if you didn't restart it on time, you can lose out on a box or something like that. And usually these companies provide like a more economical type of package if you were to get 6 months or more, which ends up even saving you a little bit more money on top of that, but not everybody's able to afford that sort of thing, and some people go like month to month and can accidentally not unsubscribe, and it can, you know, make your financial situation a little bit tight that month. The next con is you get all sorts of these mystery items, which could definitely be exciting, all things included with that, but you could also get items that you didn't really want or that you're not comfortable working with, or maybe it's a duplicate of something you already have. So just because it's a mystery, it could both be very, very fun and it could be very, very not. Especially if you're a very picky or particular person that you're only interested in working in certain practices, you're not comfortable in exploring others, or things along those lines. It might be a little bit difficult for you to kind of go month to month with the different boxes and the different items inside. And connecting with that, the boxes are unpredictable. So one month it could be absolutely great and fantastic and you can love everything in it, and the next month it could be a bit disappointing, underwhelming, not as exciting, or that sort of stuff. Maybe something that's in there you didn't really like, etc, etc. So again, pros and cons to various of those things. Another con is that certain addresses don't have access to some of these boxes. A lot of the boxes based in the United States don't really ship internationally. A lot of boxes that are not from the United States don't really ship internationally from there. So shipment could be a little bit difficult. I know literally or anything plant-based, I don't believe they do anything at all that's outside the United States. And sometimes the shipping costs to your address can be ridiculous, particularly if it's a US based box and you want to ship it out, I don't know, random place to the UK or something like this line. Sometimes that shipping could be almost exactly the cost of the box, if not more, especially nowadays where shipping is odd and prices keep going up and all that stuff. So you definitely don't get price per value, as in like in a positive way, because you're paying so much for shipping. And then back to kind of repeating in regards to packaging, not all are discreet. Some of them have big logo in front of it and they're proudly displaying it, which is great and awesome. Lunarly definitely does a very big logo in all of their boxes, and it has little like planty stuff on it and a moon and stuff on it, which doesn't exactly scream like witchy, but if you're living in a household that's like very strict, it might be difficult to kind of receive a box like that. Now also, because majority of these boxes are a surprise and they do very limited spoilers, don't exactly disclose everything that's inside of the box before you get the box, you can receive an oil or an herb or some sort of other organic based or synthetic based item that you might have a sensitivity to or an allergy to. And sometimes these boxes don't even disclose things that are like in their teas or in their herb mixes or in their like oils or stuff like that, which could definitely cause harm to a person if they're not being careful of their sensitivities or their allergies. And a lot of the times when you like first open this box, you even get like a big strong smell of some of these items, particularly the witch's roots. They are herb based for every month, so you can usually smell that herb before you even like fully unbox that box. Now I really like that. I definitely like that. I love different smells, most of the smells, and if you've seen my other unboxings, I totally like sniff everything. But if somebody has a very sensitive smell, or if somebody has very sensitive to other things, it might not exactly be a great option for you. Some of these boxes also contain like skincare products. Not many pagan boxes contain like makeup products, but things like FabFitFun or CosBox do contain like makeup products and things like that, that again you might not be able to use because you have a sensitivity to them. So far those are like the pros and cons that I have encountered. Let me know if you have any other additions that could be added either to pros or cons. Let me know that down in the comments below. Let me know if you have a favorite subscription box that you receive on like a monthly basis, or if there's a subscription box that you want to caution someone else to receive, because you know there's always good subscriptions that you can recommend and there's always bad subscriptions that you try to tell people to avoid. Another thing, comment down below, is what subscription box are you very interested in trying when you get the opportunity. So here's that. I believe these pros and cons work towards pretty much any kind of subscription box, whether it be makeup based, pagan based, plant based, crystals based, stationery based, or anything in between. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, the whole shebang. We have tons of magical fun here. And if you made it all the way to this part, all the way to this end, once you leave your comment about either your favorite box or a box that you want to try, put a little box emoji next to your comment, or just do a box emoji if you don't have any boxes or things like that that you're interested in doing. Alright, so that's it for this video. I shall see you on the next one, and I love you all. Bye!